They are not your thoughts as such, but you pick them up from the collective, most of them. You identify with thinking, and the identification with thinking becomes ego, which means simply that you believe in every thought that arises, and you derive your sense of who you are from what your mind is telling you who you are. Opinions, viewpoints of that's me, that's some people talk to themselves, and you are so good. Why doesn't the world recognize you? Or the mind says, you're no good. Same thing. You're no good at all. You fail at everything, don't you? And then you believe in it, and then you suddenly have a low view of yourself. Why you have a low view? Because you believed in your thoughts. They're little energy forms, like entities, and they get stuck in your head and don't refuse to go. And the more you believe in it, the more deeply lodged they become in your mind. And so some people are stuck with very hostile entities. I'm saying entity, not in some spooky way, but every thought is an energy form, and as such, we could call it an entity. And there are many people in this world who are stuck with hostile, life-denying, continuously critical and attacking entities that they carry in their head, and they believe that is who they are, and they are continuously attacking themselves. And if they are not attacking themselves, they attack others around them. Let me tell you who you are. Of course, what they're really saying is, let me tell you who I am. So they project the famous saying, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. Which means you look at reality through the screen of your thinking, believing in your thoughts, having no space outside of the movement of thought. Again, here we come to the vital thing, lack of space inside. That is the unconscious condition, spiritually, completely unconscious. And then you are burdened with a heavy ego. You are the ego, which is not an entity apart from thought. It is thoughts that you have identified with. The first moment of freedom comes when you realize that certain thoughts have been going through your head for years, perhaps, and that they are only thoughts, and that you are not the thought, you're the awareness. In my case, I became aware that I had a thought, for example, that started in childhood. One of many negative thoughts I had. Bad things always happen to me. Bad things always happen to me. Your perception then becomes selective. When you have a thought like that, you notice much more. Because in everybody's life, in daily life, things go wrong. You miss a bus, you get stuck in a traffic jam, or you lose some money. But yes, this is normal. But if you have a thought, bad things always happen to me, you're extremely aware of those things. And they confirm to you that the thought is correct, so the reality will confirm to you. And not only that, that thought or any thought of that kind actually attracts bad things, negative things. Just incredible how people create their world through that. So freedom comes from stepping out, encountering, first of all, a little bit of space inside your presence. And then from there, you realize certain thoughts as repetitive and just a thought. Bad things always happen to me. Oh, there it goes again. To become free of ego means becoming free of thought. Identification with thought. That's the end of the ego. It may reassert itself from time to time, but at least that's the awakening.